Okay, so second chapter, what we're going to discuss now, potential and capacitor. Potential and what we know about the potential. So like we studied in the previous chapters of first year, that is gravitational potential energy, gravitational potential. So in a similar way here, electrostatic potential. Potential means what here now? It is the amount of work done to bring an unit positive charge from where? From infinity to some certain point. Okay, so that's what we're going to study here. So that is what work done we're going to study. It will be stored in the form of what now? Potential energy. Okay, let us take if W is a work done. W is what now? Work done to bring what now? A unit positive charge from where now? From infinity. Then this work done, what we are doing a work done against the electric field will be stored in the form of potential energy. U we call. Okay, so now this is given by what formula? The potential is given by amount of work done per unit positive charge. Okay, this is what we call, and this is what type of quantity it is, students? It is scalar quantity. That you need to remember. It is what type of quantity? It is scalar quantity. Now, if I take a 2 points, the potential difference of 2 points we want to find out. Let us see about that one. Because always we say potential always related to with what now? The potential at infinity. So absolute potential we cannot define in a real way. So we always take a potential difference. One always we take no reference as a infinity where potential is what now? Potential is 0. Okay. So now this is what we're going to do work done. Now if I take some points here, like example, there is here charge is there. Let us take plus q charge. Okay, like this is till infinity, somewhere it is there. At infinity, I'm going to have now a unit positive charge. Let's say it is 1 coulomb. I'm going to bring that unit positive charge from where to where? From infinity to some point. Let us take this point as A, this point as B. Okay, now the question is these 2 points A and B, which is at higher potential. Let us see now. To bring charge from infinity to point A, we are going to do some work done. That is, let us take potential VA equal to work done to move charge from where? Infinity to point A. Divided by which charge we are moving? 1 coulomb, right? So that is Q naught, Q naught. To bring it to B, we are going to do like this. This is potential at B with reference to what now? Infinity, where potential at infinity is taken as 0. Okay. So now it is how much it is? Work done to move from infinity to B divided by unit positive charge. Here, potential depends on work done. So where there is more work done, there is a more potential. Hence, the potential at B is greater than potential at A. So if I want to find the potential difference between these two, I'll take like this. VB minus EA, that is what the potential difference between these 2 points VAB, meaning that AB stands here now. The charge we are going to move from A to B. Okay, charge we are moving from where? A to B in this direction with some distance. We can take dx also, not a issue. Okay, so this is taken as what now? Energy at B minus energy at A divided by which charge we are moving. That charge we are going to take Q naught. Here, so if VB is greater than VA, what we get? We get positive potential. What we get now? We get positive potential. Okay, sir, what if VB is less than VA? We get what now? Negative potential. We get negative potential. Okay, so sir, if this charge is negative, then we get negative potential. If the charge is positive, we get what now? Positive potential. Means the thing is positive charge will give us positive potential, negative charge will give us negative potential, and it does not related anything with direction. So it is what type of quantity? A scalar quantity. Okay, now here one more point I need to indicate. Okay, let us say now there is a body is there, and this body is completely what type of charge now? Negatively charged. Here we follow one convention. The potential of earth is taken as 0. We follow this condition also. Potential of earth is what now? 0. Okay, now this negatively charged body I'm going to connect it to what now? Grounding I'm going to do. This is what we call grounding. What will happen now? As you do grounding, the earth is what now? It is a huge conductor. Earth is what now? It is a huge conductor. It is containing all the charges, electrons, protons, everything. It is neutral, electrical neutral. But a huge charge is there. There are so many electrons are there. So now since it is negative, all these electrons are going to flow to Earth. Sir, what now it is taken as negative potential? So lower potential we call negative potential as a lower potential, positive potential as what now? Higher potential. Now if I take a body which is completely positively charged, and now I do what now? Grounding I do. Grounding I do. As I do grounding, what will happen? Now electron will start flowing from the earth to the body to neutralize. In this direction, you need to remember. So here downward current will be there. Here upward current will be there. These two things you need to remember very well. Okay, this is what the potential difference between two. Let us say now potential at some point due to a charge. Okay, potential at a point due to what now? Due to plus Q charge. That is what we call isolated point charge. It will be given by what formula directly? V equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. See, the thing you need to remember here. For a potential, V is proportional to 1 by R. For electric field is proportional to 1 by R square. It is inverse square law. This is going to follow inverse square law, but not potential. Okay, so this comparison you should know when you are doing this calculation. So it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. So it is just Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So this is clear. This is potential to what now? A single charge. So is it positive potential, negative potential? So as of now, we have taken positive charge. It is positive potential. So what if I take negative charge? It will become minus Q by 4 pi epsilon naught times of R. So it is what potential? Negative potential. So positive charge will give us positive potential. Negative charge will give us what now? Negative potential. Sir, what about the multiple charges now? Let us say now, this is for what now? Due to a single charge. Single charge, we get this much. Sir, what if it is more than one charges? Let us see now that case of more than one. So for multiple charges, so for multiple charges, let us say now one charge is there Q1, one charge is there Q2, one charge is there Q3, and so on. I want to find out the potential at this point P. So this is distance, let us take R1, this distance R2, this distance R3. Since potential is what type of quantity? Scalar quantity, we just add up. We just what we do? We just add up. Then total potential is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught divided by Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2 plus Q3 by R3 plus so on. Plus so on. This will go like this, and this will be given by us now 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught summation from I equal to 1 to n. So Q I divided by R I. We can write like this. That is potential due to what now? Multiple charges. Sir, what if the potential due to a dipole, especially for dipole? Let us say now potential due to what now? Potential due to dipole. So let us take a point here plus Q charge and take here minus Q charge. So this is what we call axis of the dipole. The line passing through the charges, okay, axis of the dipole. And let us take some point P here. So which is at a distance of how much now? Let us say R. Okay, let us say R now. So we need to find out this potential where at this point due to dipole, but we are not going for a derivation here. Directly I'll give an equation because derivation is not important now. So if you simplify this, you get a potential like this. V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught divided by P by R square. So it is P cos theta by R square, where theta is this angle. Okay, P cos theta by R square. Sir, if theta equal to 0 degree means some point P not here, somewhere here. That will become 0 degree, right? So this is what we call axial line. Axial line, this is what we call, right? Axial line. So for axial line, theta becomes 0 degree. Then what is the cos 0 degree? Cos 0 degree is 1. So potential become V equal to P by 4 pi epsilon naught R square, where P is a dipole moment. This P is a dipole moment. This P is different, this P is different. Okay. So that P is given by what formula? So it is Q times of 2A. 2A is what now? Distance between the two charges. Q times of 2A divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Here you need to think one more way. Look at now. Potential is a single charge here, V proportional to 1 by R. Here potential is a dipole, here V proportional to 1 by R square. Okay, the difference is there. So now, sir, what if theta is 90 degree? So if I take theta equal to 90 degree, this will become somewhere here, right? Point P will come here. So this is perpendicular, right? So what will happen now? Cos theta, cos 90 degree, that is 0. This is what we call equatorial line. Equatorial line. On equatorial line, put the value of theta equal to 90 degree. Cos 90 degree will become what now? 0. Then potential V become what now? 0. So I can say you that the potential on the equatorial line anywhere due to a dipole is always 0. 0 potential point or null point, you can say. Null point, you can say. Sir, is there anywhere outside null point exist? Of course, there is null point exist outside this dipole also. Okay, this null point exists only for unlike charges. What type of charges? Unlike charges. If charges are like, then there is no null point because potential is scalar quantity. The potential is going to just add up. There must be one positive charge, one negative charge. Then only we get 0 potential point or null point. This is only in the case of unlike charges. Where and all can get, sir? We can get in between and outside also. Both the places we can get only for unlike charges. Okay, if the question is given like this, find the null point for two identical charges separated by some distance. The charge value is given some so and so. If both are positive, without any calculation, directly you can say that the potential is not 0 at all at anywhere for like charges. If both are positive or if both are negative. The null point only exists only in the case of what now? Only in the case of unlike charges. Where and where? In between them and outside them, and always near to the smaller charge in magnitude. Okay, so this is a potential due to a dipole. Let us look at now, sir, null point, how to calculate, sir? Because sometimes the question they'll ask, at what distance the potential is 0, null point is exist. How can we calculate that? Let us see the calculation now. Let us see the calculation. Okay, let us go for next page. So this page is clear to all of you. This page is clear to all of you. Understood this is potential at a single charge, dipole, axial line, equatorial line. Yes. Look at now, calculation of null point or 0 potential point. Zero potential point. Let us see now where and all we get a 0 potential point. So like example, I told you already, this 0 potential point, or we can say what now? Null point exists only for what now? Unlike charges, not for like charges. Okay, let us say now. So there is an unlike charge I'm going to take now. So let us take somewhere here plus Q charge and here minus Q charge, and these two are separated by some distance, let us say D, the distance between plus Q charge and minus Q charge. Okay, now let us say now, let us take a null point somewhere here. That is 0, I'll take O, that is null point exists. So let us take this distance is how much now? X. from here, and this distance will be what now? Always d minus x. Remaining is what now? D minus x from where now? From negative charge. That we know. One is from this charge, one is from another charge, D minus x. That's clear. Now here we get a zero potential, right? So means since potential is what type of quantity, students? Scalar in nature, scalar quantity. Now we need to add up these two potential. So potential into positive charge, how much you get at A, at O? That is potential. Okay, let us take due to plus Q charge is Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into X. And potential due to minus Q charge is what now? That is minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into distance is what now? D minus X. We need to add up and we need to get here total potential is 0. Then total potential what now? Total potential, that is V due to plus Q plus V due to minus Q charge must be equal to 0. So insert these values, now what we get? Let's get Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into X. Actually I should take plus here, but there is a minus used there, no? So I'll take negative sign. Negative Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into D minus X, that is equal to 0. Send this, okay, this is Q1, this is Q2, right? Send this side, it will become what now? 1 by, okay, Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into X, that is equal to, this is Q1 and this is Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into D minus X. So now here 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi epsilon cancel, you just what now? Q1 by X equal to Q2 by D minus X. From next time onwards, no need to do this or hangama, this till here, because I'm going to cancel. We know directly we can write like this: first charge divided by distance, its distance from the null point, equal to second charge divided by its distance from null point. Directly we can say, and you get some formula for simplifying x, root of something. Okay, root is known there. You get q2, q1 something, but I'm not suggesting that one to you. Just use this method. So this is a way of calculating what now? Null point. Sir, what if the point is outside? It is in between you taken, right? Let us take one point which is outside now. So here I'll take now plus Q charge, and here I'll take now minus Q charge. And again, these two are separated by some distance. Let us say D now. Okay, somewhere I'm going to take null point somewhere here. Okay, this is the distance what we take now. Can we take X or Y? Which one you want now? Distance from this point to this point, there null point O. X is okay or Y I can take? Let us continue with X only. Yes. Okay. So this is a null point I need to find out. Now similar way. So total potential I need to find out. Potential due to plus Q charge is what now? At this O, it is how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by X. Potential to minus Q charge what now? Minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon. Distance is what? D plus X, right? Distance is D plus X. Now see the difference. Here we took D minus X. Here it is D plus X. Okay, total distance from this point to this point. D plus X. Okay, so total potential must be 0, right? So I can take now V due to plus Q charge plus V due to minus Q charge equal to 0. So add up these two now. It will become what now? Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into X minus, why minus? Because there is a negative charge here, minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into D minus X. That is equal to 0. So if we simplify this, this is Q1, let us take Q1 and Q2, Q1, Q2, Q1 and it is Q2. So Q1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into X, that is equal to Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into D minus X. So now 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi epsilon cancel, we get what now? Q1 by X equal to Q2 by D minus x. This is a one more formula where it is if the charge is outside. If charge is where means null point is where outside the system. So d minus x it is, no, right? D plus x it is, sorry, d plus x, d plus x, not d minus x, it is d plus x, d plus x. Okay, so it is one is d, here we get d minus x, here we get d plus x. Okay, so this x is from where? Sometimes you will get a confusion. X is from where, taken from q1 charge. From q1 charge, here it is q1, this is q2. It is q1, this is also q2. Okay, x is from where now? X is from q1 charge. We have taken. Sir, if I take x is from q2, not an issue. Proceed with that. Proceed with that. There is no issues with that. Okay, that's the reason I'm suggesting this method. You can use any this method to find out what now? Null point. Due to what now? Due to system of charges. And I told you the note is what now? Null point exists only for unlike charges. Note is what? Null point exists only for what now? Unlike charges. Okay, null point exists only for what type of charges? Unlike charges. So this topic is clear to all of you. Can we move on to the next slide? Yes. Sri Lakshmi, Sagar. Yes. Okay. Look at now. Let us look at the relation between what now? Potential and electric field. Relation between potential and electric field. This we studied already. What is the relation we get? We get a relation E equal to minus dV by dr. Okay, this is telling us what now? The direction of electric field is in the direction of decrease in potential. This you need to remember the word direction of electric field is in the direction of decrease in potential. Okay, direction of electric field is what now? In the direction of decrease in potential. What we call electric field is a negative potential gradient. Is what now? Is negative potential gradient. So little I need to go for little forms of this one now. So this can we write like this? dV is equal to minus E into dr, where this is a vector, this is a vector. Okay, as we know, the potential is scalar quantity, and these two must be what a vector, and there must be a dot product. Now, if I take this one, I need to find the potential, that is V. So integrating this one on both sides, from A to B, that is from A to B, from A to B. So it will become what now? It has become VB minus VA, that is equal to minus integration of from A to B E dot dr. So E dot dr can write like this, students? Integration from A to B, that is E, just E it is dr into cos theta, that is VB minus VA with a negative sign. With a negative sign. This you need to remember, because from based on this formula, we will get on so many numericals questions we get. Okay, so it will be easy to solve because sometimes they'll give what now electric field and distance in terms of vector notations, position vectors. So that case it is useful. It is just given a magnitude means you need to go for this formula. Okay, so this is what in the case of what now relation between electric field and potential. From this we can have one more thing, that is unit of electric field. What is the unit of electric field? Unit of E is what now? Unit of electric field volt per meter, because look at here now, voltage change in voltage by distance means voltage changing with respect to distance, so it is volt per meter. This is the one unit. Previously we know that is Newton per coulomb. Previous case we know Newton per coulomb. Now it is what now? Volt per meter. Okay, this is the one thing. Here dr stands for what now? Dr stands for position vector also in terms of the given. Like I can write now dr equal to rb vector minus ra vector, difference of those two. If it is given initial point, final point, you can use that one. Okay, that's the one thing you need to remember. So here, what is the force involved no? In order to move a charge from one point to other point? It is what type of force? Conservative force. Then the total work done will be on what now? Zero. In the case of conservative force, the total work done around a closed path is equal to zero. Okay, that also you need to remember, because potential is what now work done per unit positive charge. So this is become zero also. Now this is about what now? Potential and electric field relation. Okay, let us look at now the concept of equipotential. What now? The concept of equipotential or equal potential. Equipotential. So what is meant by equipotential? Meaning that what now? Equal potential. Means potential remains same on all the points is what we call equal equipotential surface. Let us look at some of the properties of equipotential surface. On this property, there are many questions will be asked. So one thing, as a potential difference is same. Okay, let us take now this point and this point. This is A and this is B. Okay, potential at this point is VA and potential at this point VB, and these two are equal now. Now, what is the formula for work done? Is potential difference, right? To move a charge from B to A, Q naught charge. Okay, that is VB. Okay, VA minus VB divided by Q naught to move from where to where? B to A. Since these two are equal, right? VA equal to VB, then you can take it as 0 by Q naught. That will give us 0. Work done to move a charge from B to A is how much? 0. Means there is no need of doing work done. The questions will be asked. The work done on to move a charge from one point to other point on equipotential surface is what? No, 0. One thing. Now, if I take some equipotential surface like this, okay, the electric field always perpendicular to equipotential surface like this. So electric field always make an angle of how much? Always make an angle of 90 degree. With respect to this surface, equipotential surface means electric field is always perpendicular to equipotential surface. And we know next property, no two equipotential surface intersect each other. No two equipotential surface intersect each other. If they intersect each other, what will happen? At that point, there are two potential exist that is against our definition. Okay, that is the thing you need to remember. And electric field of this equipotential along its surface, along the component of this surface is how much? 0. Means electric field always perpendicular, right? Okay, if I take a potential like this, there is a potential surface. Now electric field is like this. Okay, if I take some point, electric field, if it is like this, it will be having two components, right? One is parallel component, E parallel, and one more is E perpendicular. This is parallel to surface, this is perpendicular to surface, and this always is 0, no matter what it is. Okay, electric field always 0. If it is not 0, there are so many consequences are there. Because if it is not 0, then what will happen? Force equal to Q into E. So if we keep the charge, force will act on the surface, and this charge will start moving. As charge moving will give us current equal to I equal to Q by T. So this will give us what now? Electric current on the surface. So without even connecting a battery, we are getting electric current. That is impossible. So that is not possible case. Okay, and one more point, that here electric field is proportional to 1 by dr. Why I'm taking, previously we said here. So since dv is constant, right? Okay, so this is proportional, means as if I take some point like this, potential electric field is go on decreasing. Means electric field, see, electric field is proportional to dr. We take some point, then the electric field, this point is P, Q, R. If I take like that, this is a potential point is 40, 30, 20. Potential go on decreasing. Then where is the electric field is more now? Electric field at P will be less, and electric field at R will be more. Electric field at P will be less than electric field at Q, less than electric field at R. Okay, this is the thing you need to remember in this case. So means as the distance increases, electric field decreases. See, as the distance I'm taking measurement from here, as a distance, as we go like this, distance increases, electric field will happen decreases, means electric field torque is minimum. Okay, this is about equipotential surface and properties of equipotential surface. Okay.